Oh boy, football. Yeah, this one tough. Yeah, yeah. So it's one of those games where, for the Arsenal fan, you will look at this game and you will say to yourself, you are happy to have the kind of coach that you have in Mikel Arteta. And the reason is simple. So one of the things that back in the day, I used to blame Wenger for was the fact that no matter the game, no matter the circumstance, there's just a particular way that Arsenal will play. And because of that, Arsenal, whether they are playing against Real Madrid at the No Camp, at the Bernabeu, or Barcelona at the No Camp, or Bayern Munich, that old Bayern Munich, not this current one, at the Alliance Arena, Arsene Wenger will play the same style, and he doesn't care whether that lead to us getting trashed 8-2 by Man United, 5-1 by Bayern Munich, 4-1 by Barcelona, 4-0, or anyhow. He just doesn't care. That always bothered me because as a football person, I was told that you set up your tactics or your system or your style of play, one based on the opposition, two based on the attack. You adjust based on their tactics, and then you also consider the scoreline. So if it's a two-legged affair, for instance, and you played your first leg at home and you won, you can go to the return leg, set up in such a way that you muddle the water. You're not going to go gung ho, you just muddle the water. So when you look at this Arsenal versus Real Madrid game, the first leg, Arteta set up his team to subdue Madrid, never give them a breathing space. Arsenal ran more than Madrid in the game. Arsenal covered more blade of grasses. They used the ball more. They pressed more. They make sure Madrid didn't have a breathing space. In this second leg, today's game, what Arteta now did was to set up his team in such a way that, look, we're not here to come and win. If we win, we will take it. But on no account would you win us. On no account would you outscore us. Whatever happens in between, we don't mind. But losing this game is not in the cards. And that's how they set up. So they set up in this way where they deliberately know where to tighten the screws at the back, discipline defending. I was one of those people who was saying that, oh, they should sell Jacob Kivior. It doesn't really add value to the team. But over this two leg against Madrid, I take my word back. And everybody would say, oh, we played against a weak Madrid. That's what people would say now, because one of the things that I've come to notice with people and their hate for Arsenal is that no matter what Arsenal do, I was telling a friend yesterday that if Arsenal wins the Carabao Cup, all of a sudden the Carabao Cup will become a useless trophy. Say, people are winning league title, Arsenal is winning Carabao Cup. But Newcastle did a parade like Renard Bunke Crusade just for winning the Carabao Cup. This is not me raining on Newcastle's parade. I mean, this is not me shitting on them. It's taking them a long time to win a title, and an English coach has not won a title forever. So winning that one was good. But I'm just saying that if Arsenal had won that, Isha, we will not even venture to try and do a parade for Carabao Cup. Even FA Cup, we will not be able to do it. We win an FA Cup, so only FA Cup is what they know how to win. It's just since 30 years now that we moved to the Emirates Stadium, it's only FA Cup we're winning. I know that from tomorrow, or probably from this night, podcasters, analysts, experts will come out and say, no, it was a weak Madrid that Arsenal played. Arsenal couldn't have won Madrid when they're in their element. Forgetting that Arsenal also beat the Galacticos, and we actually brought to an end the eras of the Galacticos. Again, Arsenal is bringing to an end the era of Carlo Ancelotti. They might not sack him tomorrow morning, they might sack him or tonight, but one thing is for sure, Carlo Ancelotti is not going to be Madrid coach next season. And the discussion will be on the back of this 5-1, like complete trashing, complete obliteration, annihilation, discombobulation of Madrid. That's what would make him get sacked. Madrid are known as the owners of the Champions League. But Arsenal home and away taught them a lesson in football masterclass. Okay. Now, having said all of that, there are certain things that happen in these quarterfinals. Coming into the quarterfinals, Arsenal have played 8 games at home in the Champions League in this Arteta era. 10 games or so. Is it 10 or 12 games? They've won 8, drawn 2. Okay, 10. They've won 8, drawn 2. They've not lost a game at home. They've also, in the Arteta era, not considered 4 goals or 3 goals more than twice. One against Ipswich and I think one against Newcastle. Other than that, Arsenal highest margin is 2 goals, 2 goals, 2 goals unreplied. So when Arsenal is going for this game and everybody like, oh, they will beat Arsenal. Like in my head, I'll be like, are you really sure they will beat Arsenal? Because I don't think it is as easy as you people are saying it. And some of the groups that I was in, they're like, all right, Dafe, you are being arrogant. You are. Let me not say anything. Let me just go through the game and observe it and see eventually where we land on match day. Because sometimes I have learned not to argue with people too much about certain things. When it comes to this football, sometimes my wife will say, stop arguing with people over what you use for food, what you use to eat. Stop using it as a thing of argument. If you say something, people don't agree. Hey, Edafe, what do you think? And then when I give my opinion, it will turn into another war. Like, oh no, why would you say that? Why would you say that? Somebody called me this afternoon. It's my son's 13th birthday. He said in the first leg, I was afraid that Madrid would beat Arsenal. But after that first leg, coming into this game, my nose is blocked. I get catarrh, so I no guess. Coming into this game, I was absolutely confident that Arsenal will go through. What the scoreline will be, I cannot predict. But going through, it's a guarantee. It's a done deal that Arsenal will go through. I don't care how Madrid is going to play, but Madrid cannot beat Arsenal 4 goals to nothing. Bro, start to give me memories. What Madrid have done against this team. What Madrid did to Debbie Catty in the year 2042. What this one do? What happened in 1658? I can say, bros, if you know all these things already, why call me in the middle of my son's good time and ask my opinion since say you not go take my opinion. So if you're not gonna ask me, so I was a little upset. My wife was just looking at me like, I tell you, that kind of, the year word. If the year word, you're not going to get yourself walk up like this. I said, well, it's true, you're right. And so the game ended, and I sent him a text message. Bros, owners of the competition don't come out to rookies, Arsenal are still in the competition. And I know that there is a part of this competition where people will say, um, it's not a big deal. It's only the semi-finals. But for a team that was away from the competition for 7 years, and then we came back last season, we got to the quarterfinals, got knocked out due to our own fault. I didn't think we played well. And then this season, we're already in the semi-finals. But something that we need to highlight, I need to highlight. Arsenal have beaten the champion of Spain in this Champions League twice, home and away. Arsenal have beaten the champion of France, Paris Saint-Germain. Arsenal lost to the champions of Italy. Arsenal beat PSV 7 goals to 1, if I'm not mistaken. Arsenal played some teams that ordinarily would be a problem to oppositions. Yes, they did not play Bayern Munich. Yeah, it's one of those things. But we played against Bayer Leverkusen, champions of Germany. So when you look at it holistically, Arsenal have also rubbed shoulders with some major or big teams in the competition this season, and they've given a good account of themselves. Lost only one game, which is the Inter Milan game, and gone. When we came into the quarterfinals, Arsenal actually, by ranking in the Champions League currently, were the lowest ranked team among all the teams that are available. But one of the things that you need to look at is after 2 legs in the quarterfinals, Arsenal considered only 1 goal, scored 5. Inter Milan conceded 3 goals, scored 4. Bayern Munich conceded 4 goals, scored 3. Paris Saint-Germain, as good and as dominant as they are, scored 5 goals, conceded 4. FC Barcelona, for now, the bookmakers' favorite to win this competition, scored 5 goals in the process and conceded 3. So when you look at it from the quarterfinal stage going into the semifinals, Arsenal have gone from being the bottom ranked team to be the top ranked team. And overall, when you go back to the group again, remember that in the group stage, Arsenal were third in the group. The only team above Arsenal still remaining in the competition from the group stage was FC Barcelona, who were second. So, plus or minus, I'm not saying anything, but I also want to do a little bit of history talk. Historically, this is going to be the fifth time that the Champions League finals will be hosted in Munich. Three of those finals in 79, 93, 97 were hosted at the Munich Olympic Stadium. The other one in 2012 was hosted at the Alliance Arena. This one will be hosted at the Alliance Arena as well. In those previous 4 occasions, a new team ended up winning the Champions League. In those previous 4 finals, in 79, it was Nottingham Forest. In 93, it was Abedi Pelés, Ambassadors, Mercedes, Olympique de Marseille of France. In 97, it was Matteo Sama, Las Rikis, Borussia Dortmund of my history. Remember that guy? And then in 2012, it was Chelsea. Why am I saying this? There are only 2 teams remaining in this competition that have not won the Champions League ever before. Those 2 teams, one of them must be in the finals. The 2 teams are Paris Saint-Germain and Arsenal. Both of them have played in the finals once. Both of them lost to Barcelona in 2006 and Bayern Munich recently, 2000. What is it? I can't remember, but I know that it's not too far. What is my point with all of this? I'm just saying that we are heading towards a point where it is going to be history made on the 31st of May or usual traffic, because the semi-finals between Inter Milan and Barcelona will produce one finalist of teams that have won it before. And then the semi-finalists between Arsenal and Paris Saint-Germain will produce another finalist of a team that have not won it before. So it will either be a repeat of 2006 Arsenal Barcelona, or somehow a new final of Inter versus Paris Saint-Germain or Barcelona versus Paris Saint-Germain. So we will see whatever happens there. But I mean, I've done my little talk. I've done my little part of it. Like I always say when I do the live, first 30 minutes is my time. Now, looking at the result, Arsenal beat Real Madrid 2 goals to 1. Martinelli, who doesn't get proper service, got a breakaway chance, reminding me so many things about this Arsenal team is beginning to remind me of Chelsea, reminding me of Fernando Torres' goal against FC Barcelona in that run up to winning the Champions League in 2012. So we sit here and we're looking at all of this. Let me go to you people. Put your comments in the comment section. Now, it's 15 minutes on the clock. What did you see from today's game? And looking at the remaining 4 teams now, there are 4 teams remaining. We can sit here. There's Barcelona, there is Paris Saint-Germain, Arsenal, and Inter Milan. Who will win the Champions League? Who is going to win the Champions League? And I need you to also put in your beautiful comment for Mikel Arteta. For once, I have seen a coach who play each game with a different approach, different style, different tactical approach, and substitution. competition. There is no longer go and play the Arsenal way in the days as Wenger used to do in his days. Yes, I know that people don't like it when I critique Wenger, but it's just the truth. The reality is facing us. I asked the question in my previous post, and I asked if Arteta goes on to win the Champions League, where would he be ranking amongst the great Arsenal managers? In my heart of heart, I will put him as number one. I will put him as number one. The reason being that Arsene Wenger had 22 years, coached the most talented group of players to ever play for Arsenal in any generation, what they call the golden generation. He got to one UEFA Cup finals and lost to Galatasaray, got to one Champions League finals and lost to FC Barcelona. And I blame his selection for that finals. People would argue from that till eternity. It's also, you know, that's not even good to that talk. But those people who love Arsene Wenger, I'm not stopping you from loving them. But I'm saying if Arteta goes on, we went from, oh, if we can just make the top 8, if we can just qualify anyway for the knockout stage, it is enough. If we can just get to the quarterfinals, it is enough. We are in the semi-finals now. The next round, we'll play the semi-finals. We are 3 games away from the trophy. As an Arsenal fan, that's why I'm using the word we. Arsenal, we are 3 games away from the trophy. Barcelona are 3 games away from another trophy. Paris Saint-Germain are 3 games away from their first trophy. 2 of those 3 games is against Arsenal. Inter Milan are 3 games away from another Champions League trophy. Of these 4 teams, who do you think will win it and why? Remember, Arsenal right now is one of the top scoring teams in this competition. They still do not have a striker. So the whole talk of they should have signed a striker maybe is for the EPL and the EPL alone, because Arsenal have done themselves very well, scored in every game apart from the Inter Milan game, and have really robbed themselves in glory with the way they have performed in every round of the competition thus far. So I sit here again and I ask, of the 4 teams that are remaining in this competition, who are you picking convincingly that, look, from what I have seen from the league stage up until now, I can beat my chest and say, Gabadia, nothing. This one is over. The conversation is over. This team is going to win it. For what your reasons are, let me know. As I try to look at some of the statistics of the competition. Internet is a bit slow, so it's taking some time to. But let me go to the comment section and see what you guys have put in there. And I mean, I'm happy. I wouldn't lie. I mean, we've been out of this competition for a while. We've not won it. Nothing is won yet. But I am happy that when you look at the list of teams that started this competition with Arsenal, where some of them are, at some point, everybody said Liverpool is going to win it. Liverpool was going to do this and do that. I'm not mocking them. After all, they are winning the Premier League that we couldn't win, that we've been chasing for the past 3 seasons and bottling. But if Arsenal goes on to win this Champions League, who really cares? Sebastian Inede says, I was really worried about Kivior stepping in for Gabriel, but he held his own quite nicely up Gunners. Adeni say, I love your analysis, Cinema. Thank you very much. Deja Biona say, up Gunners, and he went on to say, I'm too excited. Oludowale David say, Arsenal. Sena Tonato says that Mikel Arteta keeps evolving and learning from previous mistakes. That's the hallmark of a good coach. Somebody who understands that, oh, this is what I did yesterday that make me lose that game. I'm not going to repeat it again. And it's one of the the reason why I have problem with Wenger. I keep saying it, even though people think, oh, he's an Arsenal legend. To me, it's not a great coach as far as I'm concerned. People can say whatever they want to say. People can even hate me for saying that, but that's my position. And if Wenger just as little as some of the things that Arteta have done, Arsenal would have probably won more Premier League title, would have won at least 2 Champions League titles. But hey, let's move on. Let's move on to your messages. My nose is completely blocked. Riverside 9JKC. I see Arsenal and Inter Milan final. Kenny P. He say great acting from the Gunners, but the Barcelona quadruple is sacrosanct. I hear you. Shonik Bayami says, good evening, bro. I think Arsenal will win the UCL if qualified for the finals. I see a more matured Arsenal team tonight against Madrid. Joshua Chima Josie, he said, I see Arsenal winning this competition, but I praise the resilience of Mikel Arteta. Arsenal, they defend in compact and attack in compact. Drake Cruz, not to man, I'm not doing live. I don't miss you now, but things are not going the way I expected to go here. Moving house have been both a blessing and a curse. Some things are good, but the internet and light have been a problem. We're dealing with issues with light seriously. Not seeing the light, God knows how long. So I'm running on gel on a regular basis. Having said that, Arewolo Ayodeji says Arsenal are defensively sound in the big games, and that's a great deal. We'll see what they do, what they have against PSG over 2 legs. There's confidence. We've beaten them before, but I also do not want to be overconfident because that can also spell doom, for the Arsenal team. Sowolu Babajide says Merino shared the rights to Saka and Martinelli to save Courtois. Ayana. Yes, so I don't become uh, rhymes so now. I like to do rhymes for Real Madrid head. Obi and this guy now maybe they do this live. I just said to the watch match. I was tensed anyway. The watch match. But the way Vinicius Junior celebrated when he scored that goal, I was almost thinking the referee was going to count it as 10. I don't understand. And then the two penalties that were awarded, God, I beg go. I don't know where the referee manufactured it from. Thank God that VAR canceled the other one. But the way Vinicius, let's talk about that a bit. The way Vinicius celebrated for that goal, did it not sound like immediately they have equalized? Look, yeah. Guy, calm down. That's all Coach do for National Stadium. When we score, at the end of the day, we lose to Cameroon penalty. Guy, calm down. That goal just made it 1-1. We still have 3 goals ahead of you because Bukayo Saka scored a goal to atone for his foolish penalty. Well, everybody get their own wish. So maybe they say, I don't do my own. Oh. Mbappe, go and do your own. Rodrigo, go and do your own. I don't know, Sha. Hope say, boss, I think Inter will edge the remaining teams to the final. The team is very complete. Very complete. Struggling. Bayern Munich scored two goals against them. Very complete. From keeper to striker and down to their bench. Very disciplined side. Okay, if you say so, I'm not here to argue with you. Mario Singh says, I fancy the Gunners going all the way. The fact Kivio came in and didn't make us miss Gabriel is one that excites me. Thomas Partey has really been key. A shame he might not be at Arsenal next season. Well, I want him sold at the beginning of the season. He's done extremely well this so far. But if you ask me, my heart of hearts, if we go on to win the Champions League, they should tell him and Jorginho, say, thank you very much, take your medal and go. Why am I saying that? After winning the Champions League, people will play us harder. People will play us. The games will be tougher. The expectation on us will go up. It will be better to go because that loyalty that Pep Guardiola showed to his team is what caused them this season. Because after winning the treble for him, he just felt, I need to be loyal to my guys. We saw how it ended last season in the Champions League and this season in our competition. So I would suggest that they should let them go. Zinchenko as well, Gabriel Jesus as well. They would buy new players. I can deal with us not winning the Champions League back to back. We'll never even get that level. We'll never even win that. So if just in case we win it, hypothetically, I can deal with us not winning it back to back. But I can also take us rebuilding the team and giving the team a new face. So getting striker, getting Zubimandi, getting someone else. I still think that Martinelli is a very good player. A lot of people don't like him, but if you watch Arsenal, where if you're a good football follower, you will observe one thing. Martinelli only get loose balls. He doesn't really get proper balls. People don't put the ball on his channel. Other guy will dress the ball, be looking for Saka, When everybody's crowding him, he will give one loose ball that is not properly passed to what's he called? To Martinelli. When Martinelli gets a good pass, people study him and know that okay, this guy can run and he can score. You put the ball properly on him to get on his bike, he's an asset to the team. I will still keep him. So for me, I don't have any argument against Thomas Partey's performance. He's performed extremely well this season. But if we win the champions, even if we don't win it, we should just be told thank you very much. After all, Grand Shaka had a great season in this last season. We still told him to go. So it's not a big deal as far as I'm concerned. It's my opinion. Well, Matthias Abba Jacob say good evening to you, SA. Congratulations to you and Arsenal football team. Thank you very much. I know that Ayodeji says that Arsenal in the Champions League semis feels strange. When last did they make it this far? 2006. So Olubajiri say, Baba, this is the replication of 2006. Arsenal always get to the finals in grand style. Okay, oh, make we get to the finals this time and win them because nothing will do if we get to that finals and we go and lose it again. We don't talk to Balak. We don't want that one. Oluwadare Showobi says Arsenal won the war finally. Imagine 5-1 on aggregate. Matthias Abba Jacob says PSG will also go to the game with the result from the quarterfinals. May the best. I think Arsenal beat PSG. May the best team win. So Olubajide says our Rolls Royce defense to a Bentley defense. Jacob Kivior, silencing Kylian Mbappe. They even substituted it. That's the amazing part. Silencing Kylian Mbappe and is in his pocket. Send out to say Vini just the Joes they celebrate like say the one goal na 69 goals, bro. You don't play to he was 69. What's happen? Get and a formula for sex 69. At night with this, everybody there are adults. Uh-huh. Anybody will do this place are adults. Man, don't go no formula. Say I was for anybody. At 30 minutes, I said this life go rush. So Adewale and this to say I was genuinely impressed by how Arteta managed, compose, and focus on the ball. Sorry, guys. Showing remarkable maturity, they didn't let man don't go fed for your mind games are fed them. They say they go close stadium, they say they go descend from heaven. Nothing they don't talk. They go bomb us, they go do this. Well, it didn't work. So Olobajide says, I have been saying this, saying that Martinelli isn't well serviced like Saka. Oh no, obviously I keep saying it all the time, but people just get this mind say, let's sell him. It's not good. It's good though. Not just the service that they come. And then Sebastian they say, I think Arsenal has what it takes to win the competition. I just hope they don't suffer any new injuries. I pray so too. Oludowale David says, Oga Edafe, what do you think of Gyökeres? I still think we should go for him. I think for who? Osimhen. No, I don't want Osimhen for Arsenal. I beg you. No. Make it don't come Arsenal. Beg. No. Make it don't come. I'd rather go for Gyökeres, not be Osimhen. So Olubajide say Arteta Arsenal is it Wenger Arsenal? I agree, but Wenger's Arsenal have better quality, bigger players, higher profile of players than Arteta's Arsenal. And if Arteta's Arsenal wins the Champions League, it dwarfs Wenger's 22 years of all those plenty lies that they are telling us. So they say build the stadium. I don't know. Whoa, coughing badly. I need to run before I go fit here. Having said that, Arsenal did their PRO on the pitch. We were not there to make noise, and that's true. We had our own very well, and we did a great job. Thank you very much, everybody, for being on the live. I want to use this opportunity to appeal. We really need to grow these subscribers as best as we can. This channel is suffering right now, and we're doing everything to push. I think I will do, more videos. I will try my best to do live, post-match live and all that. But whatever it is, please try and push the channel. One thing I can promise you guys is that I will not run away. I will not, abandon the channel. I will still be here. I'll do all the best that I can, and I'll see to it that the channel runs. It's 30 minutes already, and I'm not really comfortable. I'm not. This whole Qatar coffee is affecting me. So let me take a bow. Thank you very much, and congratulations to all the teams that have, all the fans that their teams have gotten to the final, semi-finals, which you see. Joshua Chema says, Gunners all the way with all the players truly fit. Madrid not supposed see one goal if not be say Saliba give them one. The players are done for him. Eromaru, AFC to the finals. Well, thank you guys. Once again, my name is Inda Femati. So you love to come in and level on the sports. It's been a wonderful time. Kade Michael say, I don't know why I'm finding it difficult to subscribe. Why? Just click on the subscribe button. Just touch it. It's not difficult now. They don't pay for it now. It's not difficult, bros. Well, thank you very much, everyone. Tomorrow, hopefully, I'll do a video where I do more analysis and all that. If I'm strong enough, my head is banging as I am here. I won't lie. I gotta go.